Chelsea recovered from their weekend loss to West Ham as they eased Huddersfield Town aside at the John Smith's Stadium. The Blues ran out 3-1 winners against David Wagner's men to reignite their chase on the league leaders. Bakayoko opened the scoring for the Blues midway through the first half after a slick move from Chelsea capitalised on a poor kick from Huddersfield keeper Jonas Lossell. Eden Hazard's flick found Willian before he slid through to Bakayoko to clip over the onrushing Lossell, with backtracking defender Chris Lowe only able to help it on its way to finding the net. Willian then went from provider to scorer when he peeled off to the back post to score a rare header from Marcos Alonso's cross. Straight after the break, Chelsea made it 3 and all but sealed the game. Alonso's cross again from the left caused Huddersfield problems as they could only clear as far as Pedro, whose side foot finish found the top corner. Gerard de Poyter added a late consolation for Huddersfield in injury time when his header found the bottom corner. Here are the 5 talking points from the clash. The Blues were off the pace for the weekend's 1-0 defeat to West Ham, but they were back on it from the start at the Kirklees Stadium. Pedro had the ball in the net for Antonio Conte's men after just 5 minutes, only to be denied by the offside flag, but it was a sign of things to come as Chelsea dominated the first half. Bakayoko and Willian got the goals to see them go in 2-up at the break, and it could have all been over at half-time had Jonas Lossell not denied Pedro when through on goal. The Spanish winger didn't have to wait long for another bite at the cherry though, and he sealed the points within 5 minutes of the restart to ensure it was job done for Chelsea. Chelsea's first half dominance had bore little fruit in front of goal prior to Bakayoko's opener, but overconfidence trying to play out from the back led to Huddersfield gifting Chelsea a chance to break the deadlock. Goalkeeper Jonas Lossell and his defence got themselves into trouble, with Lossell giving the ball away for the goal after a slip under pressure, catching his defenders out of position. David Wagner's side have shown over the course of the season already that they are a footballing side with their own style, but that openness allowed Chelsea to run riot. It has to be admired that they try to put their own stamp on the game, but perhaps a slight alteration in philosophy against the bigger sides may help them pick up the odd point here and there, which could be invaluable come May. The tricky Brazilian has not been a regular starter for Chelsea this season, but he continues to make an impact when called upon. Following up on his equaliser against Liverpool the other week, Willian was on the score sheet again when he headed home Alonso's cross to double Chelsea's advantage. It was the 29-year-old's 5th goal of the season and he remains a constant source of creativity for his side, leaving question marks over how long Antonio Conte can leave him on the sidelines. The gulf between the big sides at the top of the Premier League and those at the bottom is often visible, and Chelsea flexed their muscles tonight. Antonio Conte made 4 changes to the side that lost to West Ham, with Cesc Fabregas and Gary Cahill dropping to the bench and Alvaro Morata and David Zappacosta left out of the squad completely. But the Blues' strength in depth showed as Conte was able to rotate to bring Willian, Pedro, Victor Moses and Antonio Rudiger into the starting lineup to freshen things up. With David Wagner not having the same breadth of talent at his disposal, he only made 1 change to the side that beat Brighton on Saturday. And despite Chelsea having a busier fixture schedule than Huddersfield, it was the home side that looked the ledgier of the two as they struggled to keep pace with Conte's men. Ethan Ampadu came on as a second-half substitute for Chelsea to make his Premier League debut, at just 17 years old. Ampadu replaced Andreas Christensen in the Chelsea defence in what was only his 3rd appearance for the Blues, having made 2 previous outings in the EFL Cup. The Welsh international was a product of the Exeter City Youth Academy, before Chelsea signed him earlier this year. He is widely regarded as one to watch for the future, and has already made his international debut for Wales against Panama in November.